Hello, it's week 19 of season 2 of the Andy Griffith Show. This week's episode title is A Medal for Opie. Wonder what's up this week. Andy and I are in the courthouse going through the day's mail, and I'm hoping to get a response to my request for a pay raise. And I tell Andy, last Saturday night I took Juanita out for a Chinese dinner in Mount Toilet, and I didn't even have enough money to leave for a tip. It was embarrassing. And then Opie comes in the courthouse along with some other boys, and they want to sign up for a track and field event we got coming up. And Opie signs up for the 50-yard dash, says he's going to win a medal. And I tell Opie I won a medal in the same event. And I tell him that I trained real hard till I was just one big muscle from the tips of my toes to the top of my head. I'll help you, Opie. I'll come by first thing in the morning, and we'll start you on a program of training, and I'll get you that medal for sure. So you start him out on some rope jumping. Yeah, and I teach him a little verse to say while he does it. I know that you're another lives across the way. Every night they have a fight, and this is what they say. Icky dack soda cracker, icky dack do. Icky dack soda cracker, out goes you. And then we do some jogging and some bike riding. And then I show him some leg exercises. And that night, Opie has a dream that he wins the 50-yard dash. And the crowd cheers. And then the next day at the starting line, I tell the boys, now I am the official starter. You may not run until the gun is fired. When I pull the trigger, the gun will fire, and then you may run. When I pull the trigger, you will hear a shot. And then when you finally get through with all that and the race happens, Opie doesn't even win third place, and he walks away all dejected and doesn't even stay for the rest of the events. And at home that night, Andy tells Opie that it's more important to know how not to win than to win. It's called sportsmanship. It takes courage to be a good loser. But Opie says he's not even going to congratulate the winners because they stole his medal. And Andy tells Opie he's disappointed in him, and he walks off. So I decide to show Opie what a bad loser looks like. I'm going to throw a tantrum when I don't get my raise. But I had to leave to do an errand first. So while you're on your errand, Opie comes back to his daddy and says he thought about it, and he realizes his daddy's right, and he needs to show sportsmanship. So they have a nice talk, and they patch things up, but you don't know that this conversation had just taken place. And I come back in and I say, I'm mad. Of all the dirty tricks, they turned me down. I wanted that raise, and they turned me down. And Opie says, I'm leaving. You're a sight. So you think it was that act that caused Opie to change his mind about sportsmanship, and you tell Andy it was just an act. You're an adult and you would never act like that. But then you get turned down on your raise for real. Yeah, and I say, they turned me down. I'll get a lawyer. I'll go down there myself. I'll punch them all right in the nose. That's the third time I've asked for it. So Andy says he's leaving because you're a sight. Thank you all for coming to this site. We'll see you next week for episode 20.